Okay, we are going to review important concepts from Unit 1. Okay, a moment about pronunciation. You do have speaking portions in this class. It's important to pronounce correctly. The key to pronouncing in Spanish is this one thing. You pronounce every single vowel, and each vowel has a very distinct sound. It only has one sound. Spanish is phonetic. It sounds how it looks, so it's actually so much easier to pronounce than in English. In English, things don't always sound how they look. Like, for example, the word light does not at all sound like how it looks. So Spanish is a lot easier to pronounce, so you definitely want to work on these vowels. Notice how in English, vowels can have more than one sound. A, a. In Spanish, it's just one sound, so go ahead and repeat after me. Get these vowels very clearly pronounced, and you will be able to pronounce Spanish pretty well. Okay. A, I, O, U. Again. A, I, O, U. A, I, O, U. Those are the sounds you need to know. You can pronounce any word in Spanish. Every vowel makes that exact sound every time. A, I, O, U. This U is not like in English. It's almost like a double O sound. Ooh, ooh. This O, my mouth is very round. O, E, A, A. Okay, in Argentina, that's where I learned to speak Spanish. They speak there with a Castellano accent. So the Y and the double L is a sh sound. So, for example, this could say yo me llamo, or it could say yo me llamo. That's how I would say it. Or we could say ella, or I might say ella. Just to let you be aware, sometimes that comes out. Either one is correct, and you can practice that if you want. One thing to point out here is that double L sound, if you're not doing the Castellano accent, make sure it's a ya, a ya. It's like a Y. So it's not an L sound. So this isn't lamo, and this is definitely not Ella. This is not Ella. This is A, ya. You can hear each one of those vowels. You hear that? A, ya, a, ya, ya. Not not ella, ya. Practice those vowels for that good pronunciation. Okay, let's take a moment and review our subject pronouns. This is very important that you understand what we're looking at here because all verbs in Spanish are going to be organized in this type of verb chart. Okay, so we have our subject pronouns here. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes. I'm kind of pronouncing those specifically so you can hear those vowel sounds, right? Él, ella, usted, ed, usted. You can hear those vowels. Okay, so whatever goes in this box is the verb conjugation that goes with these subject pronouns. You always use it just like in English we have those. Okay, so let's take a moment and review conjugation. This is a word you need to be super familiar with on a scale of 1 to 10. I want you to know it like a 10 or higher. Be super comfortable with this word. Know what it means. Be familiar with it because you're going to use this all the time in Spanish. This is what we do with verbs there. We conjugate the verbs constantly. That's all you do. So conjugation is a word you need to know. So what does this mean? Changes of the verb depending on who is speaking or acting in the sentence, which really is just whoever the subject is, right? Subject pronouns. I, you, we, she, whoever that subject is, you're going to conjugate the verb depending on that. Okay, and here's just a reminder, we have these in English, right? It's like, so for example, with the verb in Spanish, ser, which means to be. In English, we have the verb to be. Here are our conjugations, am, are, is. So we change the conjugation depending on who is speaking or who is the subject in the sentence, right? I am, you are, he is, We change that conjugation depending on the person. Same thing in Spanish, there's just more. Okay, so here we have the conjugations for ser. Yo soy, tú eres. Él es, ella es, usted es. Nosotros somos, vosotros sois. Ellos son, ellas son, ustedes son. So this conjugation in each box is only ever going to go with that subject pronoun. Going back to English for a second, just like you would never say you are, or sorry, you am, or we is, right? That doesn't work because those conjugations go with those certain subject pronouns. Same thing in Spanish. Okay, so let's do some practice for a moment. Make sure we understand what are we looking at here. So how would I say I am in Spanish using this verb chart? I am. Well, we go over here for I, right? Yo soy. We are. Looking at it for we, the word we is nosotros. Nosotros somos. How do you say she is? Down here, ella. She is. Ella es. You are, informal version. Right here. Tú eres. You are the formal version. Usted es. And they are right here. Ellos or ellas son. Okay, let's review the verb gustarse. Gustarse is a reflexive verb. You will learn more about these as the course progresses. So we're not going to focus too much on it right now, but just know that's what that se out here means, this little pronoun right here, gustarse. It means it's a reflexive verb, which is like it's being done to that person themselves. So the way I think about it is pretend you're at the doctor's office, right? They hit your knees with a little hammer to check your reflexes. Your leg swings out and swings back to you. It's reflexive. It swings back and comes back to you. So that's kind of how I think about reflexive verbs. They're being done to the person themselves. So don't worry about that too much. Again, you'll learn more about that later in the course, but for now, just know that's part why this verb looks differently than all the other ones. Me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, os gusta, les gusta. Okay, just to review, you do change that verb conjugation. You add an N. Notice the pronoun never changes. Pronoun never changes out here. That goes with whoever is the person you're talking about. You do add an N though if the item that you're talking about is plural. If the item itself, like the soup, la sopa, is singular, then no N. Notice it is not about the person. So if we like the soup, we don't say nos gustan la sopa. Gusta or gustan is dependent on the item you like, not the person that likes the item. So if the item over here is plural, you're going to add that N. Okay, here's one more example. Okay, we have singular on this side. Me gusta el libro. Right, I like the book versus me gustan los libros because books is plural. Now we've added that N to gusta. A él le gusta el libro. A él le gustan los libros. So he likes the book versus the books. A ellas les gusta el carro. So they, the group of girls, likes the car. Again, gusta still just as an A, even though we are talking about multiple people, right? They, a group of girls, but the car is singular. The item they like is singular. So we make sure we keep that singular. If they like more than one car over here, now we've added an N. And again here, a mí me gusta. This is just putting emphasis like, to me, I really like. A mí me gusta la casa. Or many homes. Gustan. Okay, please complete the questions for this activity now.